Hi everyone, it's Chloe. Welcome back to my channel. I am going to be doing a vlog on my writing. This is my first time vlogging at all. Anything. Like, I've never done a vlog on this channel and I feel like they will motivate me to get more writing done. So where am I in TSG? I'm on chapter 6. I have just completed chapter 5. It is on 13 pages with 4,576 words. I really struggled to get through chapter 5. There were a few things that I had to add in and reconstruct inside of the original chapter. It was a lot of combining and adding in a new scene, making sure that it all flowed. So that was a bit tricky, but how I did that was by working backwards. I kind of knew the ending of it. Like halfway through, I figured out that it was going to be left on a cliffhanger. So that's what I did. And then I already had like most of the scene written in the beginning. So it was about meeting halfway in between and filling out those spaces. I also gave myself room to just be messy and let it be messy because I can come back and edit it in another round. So that's what I did and that's how I also wrote it. In the end, it's not about getting the word count, it's about knowing how to better improve it. So while I have 4,576 words, I know that could possibly be scrapped completely and my next edited version of chapter 5 could change if certain scenes need to be cut out or reconstructed like it has been for this one. I am still counting this as great progress, but I thought I'd put that down. My progress in chapter 6, I have 700 words written, which I kind of wrote in the same length of writing out chapter 5. I went ahead and was going to continue before figuring out that it's better to be left right here on this cliffhanger. So I did actually have a way to start off chapter 6. So 700 words. If I reread it and just warm myself up, then I know that I can write it and get my characters to where they need to be. I thought chapter 5 was going to be the final chapter of block 1 of TSG. So I have a feeling that chapter 6 is actually going to be the chapter where it leaves off. I'm just going to start writing as much possible and come back and update you all on where that progress is. Hey, so I am back to update you all with the word count of chapter 6. So just then I wrote 2 pages with 416 words. It usually takes me 500 words before I feel like I'm finally getting into the zone. So that's pretty good. Another thing is the word count might not be as accurate because I am combining the old draft with the new draft. So I feel like maybe I wrote 300 words, but I'm going to say 400 because I am just copying and pasting and changing it from third person to first and all of that jazz. So yeah, it is 416 words, but it could be a little bit less depending on what I already wrote. But yes, progress is progress. So yes, I'll update you guys on how the rest of the writing goes. Hey, so it is the 23rd of March today. So a nice good old Tuesday for me. And I'm planning on getting some writing done pretty much after I do some volunteering. So I have been volunteering during COVID. I live in a small state in Australia and our COVID cases are quite down. So I volunteer because I don't have a job and this just keeps my sanity in place. And I will be let off about 2-ish. And then I plan on getting some writing done and I'll have to let you guys know on the progress of that. Another awesome thing is yesterday I was just getting back into the groove of my antagonist. Pretty much I have ideas for a prequel before he heads into being an antagonist. So I got into the mindset of where he was before he went all bad and I feel like I got a better sense of who he is now. it was really strange because he would sometimes distance me, like, on purpose. He would be like, I don't want to tell you about this, but you already know this, but I'm not going to tell you. I'm just going to, like, shut off. And I was like, oh, that's lovely, but how am I going to get that prequel done? Also, I feel like by knowing him through his prequel, it also helps to understand where he is in this current state, because without spoiling anything, he does go into a spiral in this first story. So I'm quite excited. He's also like the opposite of my protagonist. So yes, I am happy now that I'm back in his mindset, like the real mindset. And also magic. So like I have these gemstones and rubies and all of that jazz going on, and inside of chapter 5, pretty much I figured out something that was to do with my magic system that with a little bit more revision, I could make it definitely something. So I need to get into the groove of my magic system and back into the groove of my characters. And yeah, I feel like we'll be back in the flow and I'll be very, very happy. Yeah, so I'll update you guys on the progress of chapter 6. At the moment, it's on something like 1,000 words. I'll have to put the real dot point here, but yes, we'll have to get some more done. So I'll update you guys later. Hey, my hair's a little cray. I really want to get this chapter done. Hit the nail on the head, you know. I'm gonna get into the zone, and by getting into the zone, I mean listening to my Spotify playlist. My Spotify playlist for TSG will be linked in the description below, so go check that out. It will just help me pull myself into the zone, and that's what I need right now. I'll also just plan out what I am doing in this chapter. So yeah, I'll update you guys when I got a bit of a workout going on, or when I hit the flow. Hey, so I moved in here from being outside because I had to go and pick up my mum and my nephew. So when I was outside, I completed 170 words, which is not too bad considering that it was like 20 minutes and it takes me a little bit longer to just warm up. And also what I achieved inside of it was a quippy comeback that my MC had to the antagonist. So I like it, especially when it's a little bit subtle and it actually foreshadows a little something. So yes, I'm happy to have done that, though I feel like it will take me a little while to just warm up, and I'm beginning to find my feet around this chapter, wanting to get it finished and completed. So yeah, we got a little bit to go and things are heating up. So I'll have to update you guys when I got more of a word count. Hello, my friends. It's the 25th of March today, and I am nearly up to a closure in chapter 6. I don't know the exact word count, but I'll leave it right here. I'm hoping to get in some good writing today, so I'll update you guys when I finish the chapter. There's this one liner that's like a kill your darling liner, and it's like, the water is my serenity as my body falls into its depth. I don't know if that line's gonna keep in or if I'm gonna take it out. It's such a good line. I really want to keep it. We did it. We did it. Yes. Hi, I'm back. So, after having written how many words? I wrote 544 words in that sprint just then. And it was really just putting it into first person from my old draft. So my old draft was in like third limited, so I switched it into first. And I also just strengthened up some sentences that weren't flowing right because of the third person. So yeah, it was just transitioning into first person and making it into the draft that it is now. I do know that there are some weak areas inside of the ending of chapter 6 and just the whole chapter as a whole, but I am very happy because I have completed it. It's a little bit of a shorter chapter compared to the other ones, but this is where it stands on. The word count is 3,111 words and it's on 9 pages. So, yay! We have finally finished the first block of TSG. 6 chapters is the first block of TSG, and I'm just so relieved to break through this block. There are some things that I have to go back and rework on. Like, I know chapter 2 is a bit weaker, and I know that chapter 4 hasn't been rewritten. So I'm gonna have to come back and do that before I call it a whole round of developmental edits in revisions. This is my first round of revisions. But yes, I am very, very thrilled to get past this first block. I know that there are going to be challenges inside of the second block, particularly because it's world building now. We just came out from the first town, which I am just gonna call it O. Town O. Yeah. We just came out from Town O. That's we're gonna call it O. So we just came out from Town O and we are now heading into Town V. Creative. You can tell that I'm a writer. I come up with creative names all the time. They just start with the letter O and it starts with the letter V. Okay. Basically now I'm gonna have to do some world building on V. World V. Yeah! I am so happy. I have finished chapter 6 after all this time. And now it's time for chapter 7. Thank you so much for watching my vlog. It was just literally an update on chapter 5 and me reworking chapter 6. So thank you so much for coming along. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, comment down below, and I will be back with another video. Okay, bye guys.